So we're not going to record 2 weeks from now, then, right? Is it 2 weeks from now?
No, we're gonna record. That's the Monday before we leave. We leave on Thursday.
Okay, so like the 24th or whatever, we'll record.
Makes sense. Sounds good.
That's good. Well, we're gonna be planning a vacation together here soon. Well, we're already planning it, but feels like we just had one.
Yeah, we did go golfing recently.
In October. It's been a little while. I think the last time I golfed was then.
Well, it's been mildly cold. It's only it was like freaking 13 degrees over here yesterday. It's gonna be colder in the next couple of days. I need to get a car that heats up on its own from inside. You need to press a button and it heats up.
Yeah, Joe. We all know what a car heater feels like. I'm sorry you don't have one.
Well, I mean, I have a car heater, but I can't press the button from inside and make it heat up on its own. You know what I mean? I have to walk out there and start it. And,
yeah. It's pain. Wow, how you living? How you living?
Well, you don't have to do that. I know you don't have to do that.
Mine's
Ben.
on a schedule, 7:45. It just heats up.
He can make toast from his bedroom. He's got an app for that.
I do have a nice toaster. You can schedule ahead.
Oh. Yeah, I'm like Michael Scott over here. I got to wake up and get the bacon on the grill and then go back to sleep and wait for it. You know how long it takes that Jeep to warm up? It's ridiculous. Living in the past, man.
Well, anyways, I have an announcement, guys. I just figured this out. I'm not kidding you. Like an hour before we met, I was like, what's going on with the Live Moss thing? Where is that? When's that going to happen? When is Taco Bell going to announce their stuff? Because they got delayed because of the fires in California. So I read they just put an announcement. They're going to do it now on March 4th. It's going to be in New York. And they're going to redo tickets again. Tomorrow at 2, you can try to qualify to get tickets to that.
So is that what you're going to try to do?
No,
Yes, I am.
But if you're not. You have to go to New York.
You're not doing
They will pay for your flight and a place to stay.
No, they won't.
Yes, the top is first 100 people. First 100 people get it.
Hold on, Adam. What day do we get back from Brothers Weekend?
The 1st. I'm ready. I'm going to take off and go there on the 3rd.
You're actually going to do this?
I'm going to try.
If you could be the first 100.
They give you a little tidbit. Last time the tickets came out, they were gone in 3 seconds. So, I mean, that's my window.
You're not going to.
I'm going to try.
No.
If
you don't
know
why they're gone in 3 seconds?
I can sell them. That'd be great.
Because they have all their family members ready to go, and it's completely rigged like the Monopoly from McDonald's back in the day.
You're probably right, but I got to try.
It's like every giveaway anywhere.
Yeah. I'm setting an alarm tomorrow, 2:00.
I trust that about as much as I trust the rounding up for kids' education.
Yeah, I never drive through. In 2 more weeks, guys, when we come back in the podcast, this is the first thing we're gonna bring up is how's it gonna go? How's my tickets that I won and that?
Okay,
I go check it out.
We'll see.
It'd be well. Anywho,
all right. Welcome to Darwin Ward's podcast. Let's get started. Let's look at what we came up with 2 weeks ago. We had the stories of the pesticide hygiene. Which one was that? Oh, that's the man who wouldn't wash his hands after he sprayed pesticide all over the place, and his wife was bothering him. Then he died. We had the augmented fan. That was the guy who took like a pressure washer motor and turned it into a fan.
It's a beautiful story.
It flew off and impaled his chest.
Mm-hmm.
There's the OnlyFans fall. Oh, yeah, that's the people who were making love on a balcony.
Sure.
Lovers on a balcony, and she fell off the balcony. And then there was the guy who threw the Christmas tree out the ledge, and he went with it. Our winner, any guesses?
It's the fan.
It is. It's the augmented fan. That was our winner. That was your story, right, Ben?
It was.
Well,
with
congratulations.
All 2 votes that it received, it is the winner.
You know, the votes are down a little bit. It's true. They're pretty down. But whatever. It doesn't matter. They've still voted.
The real question is, how are the YouTube comments going?
I've just been so distracted. I've not been paying attention. So I have no idea. I posted practically 2 weeks ago, and I haven't paid attention at all. So, But today on this episode, we have Darwin Awards from 2025, numbers 9, 10, 11, and 12 for the year. Okay, Adam?
All right. Let's
spin your wheel and tell us who's going to bring theirs first.
I like when you show us, but we can't see it.
Yeah, it's just like a.
Well, you're not gonna believe this, but it's Josiah.
Whoa.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all right.
Whoa. That never
Okay.
happens.
Should I spin again? Maybe.
Yes.
No, what? Get out of here. Well, my story comes out of. Actually, I don't know where it's at. Oh, Philadelphia.
Where the
city
Eagles won.
of brotherly love. Yes. Where the Eagles won. This is a young
They
man
give
by
a
the name of.
spanking.
It was a freaking spanking.
We need to
wasn't it?
report a death. The Chiefs are no longer. They are horrible.
That's my Darwin word. The Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
died
Taylor Swift
on the
did get
field.
booed, which was delightful.
There was far less Taylor Swift on the big screen than I thought there was.
Because
gonna
she
be,
got
but
booed the first time.
It's because there's nothing to celebrate. They never scored
also
any
because
points.
yeah, Travis Kelce didn't even have a catch. I don't even think he had one. Did
I
he
think
have
he
one?
had two, or one or two. I saw someone bet like 2.5 million he'd score a touchdown. Didn't happen.
Ah, suckers. Okay, well, this is a man by the name of Tyler. Tyler was an Eagles fan. Now, Tyler didn't die. Unfortunately, Tyler, 18 years old, didn't live to see the Super Bowl.
Oh.
He died while celebrating a playoff game. In fact, the NFC Championship game.
Wait, so he was an Eagles fan?
Yes, he was a big Eagles
Oh
fan.
my gosh, he didn't even see him beat the Chiefs. That would have been his dream come true, probably.
Probably.
Poor guy died before the Super Bowl.
I bet you they dedicated the win to him, didn't they?
I tell you what, if the Eagles had to dedicate their wins to every injured or killed fan, they'd be undefeated.
Well.
Forever. He is a Toronto native, but he's a freshman. He was a freshman at Temple University. Now, 18, you're young and dumb. It's going to happen. But as it happens, this young man was a gymnast, a record-winning gymnast. He's a member of Temple's club gymnastics team, studying exercise and sports science.
Is
he
he
won
in this
more than
picture or no?
120 medals. No, they're just putting pictures from the win.
Is this
on
one of
here.
those dudes that was competing as a woman who won all these medals?
No.
Just curious. 120.
No. Yeah, he
Wow.
won a lot of
No,
medals.
he was
this young man.
very gymnast. He was good.
Gymnasty. You're right. He's gymnasty.
You're gymnasty.
Well, he was showing off in the street parade his gymnast skills
As
after the
Eagles
win.
fans do.
I imagine him doing like cheerleaders where he's like 40 flips in a row down the street.
Let me see if you remember this. Do you remember the celebration last time the Eagles went to the Super Bowl?
I'm sure they burned their city down.
Yeah.
Do you
I'm
remember the
pretty sure.
guy who ate something from the street? Do you remember?
On this podcast?
We
Or
didn't bring him
just
up on the
in general?
podcast. It was just a story. We did talk about the story, but
Was he eating another person?
No, he was. This is an Eagles fan who was super wasted, and the crowd was chanting, "Eat it, eat
Then he
it!" It
ate.
was horse crap in the middle of the street, and he picked it up and ate it in front of everybody, and they all cheered and went crazy. So
That's gross.
this isn't out of the ordinary for Eagles fans. In fact, let me show you. I have
Does
I have
that
a
say,
video.
let's remember, hug your kids, hug the one you're with? What? What is let me read. What is the, what's going on in this story? I'm curious.
This right here is just people who have left messages for the
okay.
poor boy.
What is
So here's what he did. This young man climbed up a light pole all the way to the top of the light pole. And I don't know what he was doing up there, but I have video of what
Celebrating.
happened. Well, we know that. I mean, yeah.
Oh, your
so-
video. Well,
Yeah,
I
so-
know he's going to fall or get electrocuted. There's no other death that could happen.
You ready to see this?
No.
He probably would just fall
Okay, here we
back down.
go. Here we go. Up the light pole.
Oh.
Boom.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh.
Poor guy.
Let's say watch
Why-
one
wha-
more time. He's
No.
way up there. I mean, it's pretty high. Oh,
He hits multiple
boom.
signs on the way down.
Why was he drunk? Maybe.
He did hit signs on the way. Was he drunk? Maybe.
Nah, definitely.
No way. He's sober.
All right, enough with him hitting the ground.
Yeah, you don't need to put it on replay here.
Yeah,
Oh,
Joe, we don't
sorry.
care about
Jeez,
that.
didn't mean to
I
hurt
do
your-
like that most of the people in the crowd like cover their mouth like, oh, and they just kind of walk
And I walked
away.
away. Well, there's that.
Well, he
No
didn't
one's
die
running to help
immediately. Look at the hashtags. Hashtag Philadelphia. Hashtag Eagles. Hashtag Eagles fan. 76ers. Whatever. I really wanted to get some clout
WWE?
off of this.
Oh, Philadelphia. If only he could fly, Eagles fly.
E-A-G.
Came all the way from Toronto to die in Philly.
Yo,
Terribly
what, they put
sad.
that on there?
Yep, it's in the article. It says it right there.
That's the horrible thing to put in the article. Came all this way just to die in Philly.
I agree. Not very nice.
Wow.
Hmm.
Well, that's a way to celebrate, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So dumb. Definitely Darwin Award.
It's
right?
cool. The cool that he knows how to climb a lamppost. I mean, he's showing off his skills. At least do like a flip off.
I mean,
there.
I get it. He's 18, stupid, sports win, but what a dumb way to go.
Mhm.
A
We
flip?
didn't. We did
How
not need
excited-
his,
Spider-Man.
How
his
excited do you have to
gymnastic
be?
children
Yeah, really.
being born. So
Gymnast since he was 2 years old. So he's born for that moment.
I don't
Really?
think gymnasts bring anything to this world to offer. What do they bring? At least entertainment is baseball or something.
I don't know. It's kind of cool.
How
They're
many
pretty-
people go to watch the gymnastics? Just the parents and the
Okay,
kids.
but they flip around like
Yeah.
little
That's
elves.
great.
Wow.
That's
It's
great.
pretty cool, and they're
What
really
a hill
strong.
to die on.
Why'd you
Adam.
say
Yeah, really, Adam.
elves? Elves? Little people.
My kids
I'm
are
not
in parkour gymnastics and they love
No,
it.
they're not.
Yeah.
You know what?
Parkour.
They are.
Yeah, they
This
just
is
go
the
around
first I'm hearing about this.
jumping over hurdles and flipping around. Not
Well,
like
not like this,
gymnastics,
dude.
but like they have a little parkour
Tumbling.
section set up in the
Is it?
Thing.
That's awesome.
yeah,
I like that.
They have a blast.
Now you're there. You realize that you put them on the path towards being like this kid who fell off the light pole, right?
Yes, but I took them off the route that goes to gymnastics.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You just have them jumping
Yes.
from building to building.
Right
it's not-
after that, they go to like ninja skills or something. They go to another.
Yeah, we've
I
got the cool flipping.
Got to balance
Okay.
it out.
I think that's pretty cool. Now, do they listen to this podcast?
No, they're
Mm.
5 and 7.
Okay,
Not
but you
with
got to
the
get them on
stories
this
you
quickly.
bring, Joe.
It's educational. You got to tell them. Hey
Yeah,
guys,
they've only-
watch
they've
this
only-
video.
Are we ready? Let's move on.
Yes,
They've only gone one time. They go again tomorrow.
that's awesome, Ben. Those little classes are so good for kids. Taking risks, learning how to
Me.
get injured and get back up. It's
Oh,
good for
I'm
'em.
last.
Yep.
So,
It's me.
good.
It's me. Hey, this is a good one because this story comes out of Utah, where we're all now natives too.
We should have some
Beautiful.
kind of theme song if Utah ever comes up in the
Mhm.
podcast because we don't really have that many.
You're
from
right.
Utah.
I'll play the Mormon Tabernacle Choir.
Play the Friends
Here it
theme
is.
song.
You guys ready? I'm playing it right now. What could I have? Come, ye saints, come.
No,
just
it's
some like,
Christmas.
"Ah!"
Yeah,
Hallelujah.
hallelujah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
bet they have a hallelujah.
I got there. Oh, okay. Now this happened in Kearns. You guys know anything about Kearns?
Yeah, I used to do deck work in Kearns.
Oh, really? What deck? What kind of deck work?
Ben, you're like dad with so many jobs. Like I didn't even know you had what.
It was way out there. It's like right off Park City.
Well, I asked AI what Kearns is known for. It's known for a home of the Utah Olympics Oval, a speed skating oval.
A circle. They're home. The home of the circle.
No,
Okay.
it's an
They,
oval.
they,
Go in
they needed a
circles.
big enough empty space to put something in. Is what happened.
So you got about 35,000 people. Not huge. But I like us here, it's like when you hear someone's from Kearns, you're like, oh, like a hick, probably. Is what I think.
Definitely.
Actually, I think I live way further out than that.
Oh, you're from Vernal? Oh, that's past hick. That's just poor. All right. Okay. Well, this happens to do with a stunt because I always Google stunts and I like finding stunts, but I don't call it a stunt. I call it magic. That's what I'm calling this one.
Wow.
It says here a shocking and tragic incident unfolded in Kearns, Utah, where a young man lost his life after attempting to prove he could dodge bullets. Hmm.
Oh, wow. You know, when I was little, I thought I could dodge bullets. Did you guys think that? Like, you could imagine
No.
yourselves like dodging
only
them?
after the Matrix.
The Matrix, yes. After,
No, we were like 17 when the Matrix.
No,
Still thought I could dodge bullets then.
I don't think so. I think the Matrix
Um,
came out when Ben was probably like 14, maybe.
Still, that's too old to think that.
Well-
Second, we weren't allowed to watch it when it came out.
You stumped me, Adam Kearns. I figured polygamy, something about the polygamists out there.
And they're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
die. And no.
I don't know.
Well,
Magic?
his friend, who was 23, was arrested for, providing
Shooting
providing the bullet with the gun.
Polygamy.
providing the bullet with the gun.
Well, the guy wanted to dodge it. Someone's got to shoot it somehow, right?
You're right. You're right.
This
love it.
occurred on a Sunday. Well, I see why now. It's the Lord's Day.
Oh, but look at
The
the time.
Sabbath.
Look at the time.
Early hours of Sundays. What it
4
says. What does it say on here?
4 a.m..
Oh, 4 a.m.
Well, that's when he was arrested.
Yeah, that's we have different articles, but police responded to a distress call from the residents where they heard a gunshot. So it says here they admitted that he and his friend had been smoking marijuana and discussing firearms. That's what I do.
Devil's lettuce.
Me and my friend at 4 a.m.
Talking about guns in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Wow, nice.
Deciding to test the victim's ability to dodge bullets. They moved into the garage. Oh, it's safer in the garage. Not the
So
house.
his friend's like, I can dodge a bullet. I can
Let's
do
just
that.
shoot a hole through the garage door instead of just outside. Okay. Anyways.
My article says,
I'm
yeah,
almost
okay,
there.
go on. I'd like to hear this.
According to his statement, they played the dangerous game 6 times.
Okay.
So,
So
he
it's
won.
Russian roulette.
5 times.
He won in 5 of them.
Well, there weren't. No, hold on.
I know. I'm not there yet.
He
He
did
said-
dodge bullets.
Yes. Well, he thought the gun was empty. Apparently, he was shooting all the shots, and then the 6th shot fired, and it had a bullet in there, and he caught it right in the chest. Unless you have other details.
No, that's all the only details I have. But
Okay.
how they were in the garage when this happened? So how far away were they standing from each other?
Well, probably not like right at his chest. He's got to have time to react. You know, he's got to be like at least 10 feet.
Was there only one bullet in the chamber?
Apparently, because they did it 5 times. And the 6th time, it's got to be like a revolver.
Or did he
right?
dodge the first 5?
Or something with like a magazine? Did he
Couldn't
dodge
be a
the first
magazine.
5?
That'd be a
Come on.
revolver.
It was the only one that went off, Joe. Come on.
Here's what I got. They moved into the garage because they didn't want to wake anyone in the house. So stupid.
Well, that
They,
one of those bullets is going to wake somebody up.
They
no matter
had
where you
2
are.
different handguns. They unloaded each gun and pointed the gun and pulled the trigger.
What were they doing? Practicing? Okay, you go.
They repeated this 6
You go.
times.
Oh, that one would have worked. I think that one would have worked.
He would
Ow.
cycle the slide on the handgun.
This would have been fun to watch, I think. Like, these guys are practicing with empty guns, trying to see if they can dodge bullets.
Yeah.
23 years
Did they
old.
record it? You got to record it. Like,
You think
okay.
You have to at that point.
And then they watch it back. Like, yeah, that one definitely you would have dodged.
You know how like every generation seems to get better and better looking? You know that theory?
No.
That like, okay, so the theory is that the more attractive you are, the more likely you are to reproduce. So over the course of human history, humans have gotten more and more beautiful because the ugly people don't reproduce, right?
You were wrong. That's not a theory.
No,
If-
the
and
ugly,
Ugly people will get with
too
any
much.
other ugly person at any point.
They have
Okay,
way
but-
too many kids.
Okay, but look back at the old pictures from like the early 1900s, late 1800s. Everybody's ugly in the pictures. Like everybody's ugly. But now you have beautiful people, right?
I mean, their lifespan was like 40 years. They didn't have time to think about gearing
they're
themselves up.
trying to, skin a
Okay.
beaver or something.
Are you
I
breathing?
think
Okay.
that I think that also that each generation is getting dumber and dumber. I think people used to be way smarter, and we're
I
just getting
see.
dumber. There are outstanding people who are smart, but like in general, the population is just stupider every generation. The Darwin Awards, like weeding out the gene pool of dumb people, it doesn't seem to be working. You know?
No.
I think the middle ground is slowly disappearing, is what it is. There's just now ugly people and good looking. Not many
Really
middle-
stupid and really
Okay.
and
smart.
really stupid, really smart.
You're right. There's a lot of
You're-
ones and
you-
twos and nines and tens.
The ones and twos are breeding more ones and twos that are getting less ones and twos. If that makes sense.
Okay.
It's a good theory.
And the ones and twos aren't
Yeah.
smart enough to like think about what they're doing before they reproduce, I'm gonna say, compared to the people that are nines and tens that think it through. Little deep there, but
Well, I'm solid 5, so I'm here to help out.
you may be one of the last ones that arrived, Joe.
I think just the right amount, but not too much.
and you're not the ugliest.
But I'm also no one's looking twice.
I think you want to be on the solid 6. It's a good place to be.
It's way harder to become a 6 in your 40s. It's like you had to maintain that. You're slowly going to go down, but you had to start off as a 10, and then when you get to 40, you've come down to 6.
Oh, so
You know.
you must be
I never
Weed.
started as a 10. No.
Yeah.
All right,
Hmm.
well, let's take a quick break. We'll be back with Darn Awards nominee number 3. Excuse me. We'll be back with Darn Awards nominee number 11.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever been turned off by someone else's conversation in a store that you don't even want to go back to that store anymore?
Sounds like you sound like Larry David. Okay, what was it, Ben?
No, I haven't.
We were at this new indoor playground place. I think it was the Big Green. I don't know if you've heard of that.
Mm-mm.
And these two dad bros, like best friends, hanging out with each other, all in like what looked like LuLaRoe or Lululemon jogger
Tights?
pants.
Oh,
You
yes.
know,
Wow.
Yeah.
Ben recognizes those very
and they're
well.
He
like
has a
touching
few
each
of
other,
them.
like literally touching each other's biceps. Like, dude, you,
Gosh.
yeah, bro. I've gone down to maybe 2.5, 3 pounds since Ozempic. And I'm like, bro, gym bros are taking Ozempic, and I just could not handle their whole conversation about it. And I was like,
Mhm.
Can't return.
What's
Not
wrong
your
with
vibe.
getting in shape, Ben? Getting healthy.
In other news, I saw that Ozempic's making people go blind. So that's good.
Is that real though?
I hope so.
They'll finally have beauty and they won't be able to see how beautiful they are.
I vaguely, when you said the Big Green, it reminded me. Isn't that a movie with the kid from Sandlot or something?
Yeah, it's a soccer movie.
Yeah.
Green?
I've
Yeah,
never
oh, yeah.
watched it, but I've seen
Me
the.
either. But I can think of the movie poster, or at least the
Yeah.
VHS, what it looks like.
Yeah.
He's got that orange striped shirt or a yellow striped shirt on.
Yep. The Big
Speaking of
Green.
sports, did you guys see the guy who was injured at a track and field event at a high school one?
The
A parent
javelin?
in the stands.
No,
It
it
was the
wasn't the
hammer
javelin.
throw.
It was the hammer.
Oh yeah. Did he die?
Why are we
Yeah.
laughing at this?
Oh my
Yeah, he did.
gosh.
Actually, it's not funny. It's really not funny. But how far did that kid freaking throw that?
I think
thing?
he
My
threw it
gosh.
backwards, Joe.
You think
Or-
so?
I don't think it went far. I think it went awry.
You got to have that. I mean, is that a lawsuit? Because you got to have that in the middle of the field, too far away to hit somebody in the stands. Come
Probably
on,
a lawsuit.
a high
Mhm.
school
Mm-hmm.
throw it. Imagine if they were throwing the javelin, like towards the
somebody.
spectators on the other end, just sitting there watching it come.
I think that sport is dumb. We're past that. We're still just throwing rocks around and stuff. Come on. Let's move on. Nobody cares.
Let me ask a question about age. How old would you say is too old to wear flip flops? Is it never?
When your feet
Never.
get too old and wrinkly, you don't want to wear flip flops.
What about the flip flops that separate your big toe? Is that
Oh, actually,
Yeah, that's okay.
correction. Joe should never wear flip flops ever.
fair?
I wear
Valid.
Birkenstocks. Okay,
Aren't those slides?
Yeah, those are like
Birkenstocks. It's you couldn't afford it. Okay, it's a high quality, but
only vernal people have.
listen,
those.
there's a time and place for flip flops. You know, walking around your own yard, your own house. I'm not saying out in public, but like flip flops can be great.
All right. Well, then I guess this guy's in the right. He was at a beach area, I guess.
Well, yeah, beach, fine.
This 48-year-old man, I guess almost 50, flip flops, sure. I guess people will let me know.
Hmm.
He died in a tragic accident, falling from a height of about 10 meters. Now, that's got to be,
30 feet. That's pretty.
is it
tall.
30 feet? Isn't a meter
that-
3 feet?
Yeah, around that.
Like a yard. Yeah. So wait,
Okay. Couple stories.
this is already making better sense because if you're falling from somewhere and you don't have grippy shoes,
Yeah, that's exactly the case here. He fell while wearing flip flops. This incident occurred on Sunday. Let's scroll down here a
just
little
during
bit.
the Super Bowl.
Okay, but this is
Yeah.
not in our country.
No,
This
this
is
is-
It's a world event. Come on.
Oh, where is this? I failed to mention where this is. This is in El Tabo in the coastal
Punta
town.
del Lacho. I've never heard of these places before.
It's in Mexico.
That's Ben's go-to for Spanish.
San Antonio. I think. Yeah. Okay,
All
that's
right, right. Okay. Let me scroll down to the bottom before these ads. Here go. They said there's a hypothesis that's being considered that he was jumping from one rock to another, but I think it is actually true because while wearing flip flops, it seemed that one of them slipped, leaving one of the flip flops on the surface of the rock, where he fell down 30 meters and cracked his head open.
So he
Oh.
fell out of his
out of his
flip-flops.
flip flops.
Out of his flip flops, his little flippy flop slipped when he was trying to jump from rock to rock.
I'm trying to think how
Fell
that.
face down into the water well, losing his life almost instantly.
Okay, this is my thought process. He jumps, 1 foot onto a rock, but he can't get all the way up there, and he falls. But the
Slipped out.
the flip flop made it up there. But
So do you think he flipped or
and
flopped?
then he slipped out. And he slipped
He
out.
definitely flipped. He didn't flop. He flipped.
No,
You're
he
right, bro.
flopped into the water. It said.
Oh, okay. All right.
He flopped.
Sure. Oh, but you're
Face
saying he
down, it
didn't
said.
jump out of the
The
initially
flip-flop.
out of the flip flop.
Mm-mm.
When he landed, he slipped out backwards.
Because he wasn't wearing shoes. He slipped out of the flip flop, came out.
Wow.
What kind
I
of
like that.
rocks are 30 feet high that you're jumping and
I mean, we're on
fall into
planet
your
Earth.
death?
They're all over the place.
Well, I mean, with flip flops on, that's a little.
He's
Yes,
on the
right. Like,
coast.
what kind of person is doing this? Come on, an idiot. You don't do
A
that.
48-year-old flip flop wearer. I think it should be banned at a certain
That's like your age, right, Adam?
Well, no.
Why
no,
are you
not even
talking?
close. That's like 20 years off.
20. How old do you think you are, buddy?
Closer to 38 than 58.
I'm watching Survivor currently, and there's this woman who's around. I think she's 58, and she's telling everybody she's 47. And she looks like think of the oldest lady with plastic surgery on TV or celebrity that you know.
Jeff
She's
Bezos'
not-
wife?
She's not fooling anybody. No, Jeff
No.
Bezos' wife is hot, isn't she?
She is not, bro.
I've
You haven't seen her recently. She looks like a mannequin with
Now,
the amount of
that,
surgery she's
who's
had.
that billionaire who has a puffy face?
There's
surgeries?
probably a few of those.
I know
You
who you're
Joe knows
talking
it.
about.
She's like a cat.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So
that was
there's a
good
cutoff
start.
age, and I think he should have. If he was wearing Birkenstocks, maybe he would have survived.
I personally have hiked in Birks, and they're great, except for when you get what we call a Birken rock, which is like
Stop.
a rock underneath your toes. It's
I
like
can see
horrible.
that.
Okay,
I can see
I
that.
wanna
That
know
hurts.
more.
That hurts.
Okay, Birken. Wait, are there any other analogies, or what do they call?
No,
them?
that's the only one, the Birken rock.
What if you get? What if you get like a?
A bug bite.
No,
I don't know.
That doesn't
Blister.
happen.
A blister? Yeah.
No. See,
Is it Birken pop?
It's leather covering cork, and the cork shapes to the bottom of your feet and gives you a natural support.
Anyways, let's go back to the Super
Does
Bowl we
it-
were
does
talking
it-
about here. Listen,
Does
he
it
said
form into
Survivor.
the crevice of your feet?
and you triggered me. Did you guys see the new show they're doing? It's like an outdoor survival show, but your
Yeah,
family is watching. It reminds me a little bit of Hunger Games, where they can send you food and gifts,
Yeah, and they can take you out.
and they can take
They
you
can
out of the
also
game.
decide whether they want to bring you home or not.
I just want it to be Hunger Games already. Just let
Just-
them release the tracker jackers on other people and shoot the cannon when somebody's gone, and you do the stuff. Just get it done.
We will get to that point. It is
Me
going
too.
in that direction.
And there should be little parachutes of food falling from the sky. Why not? It'd
That's
be
why
awesome.
when I messaged you guys the other day, and I was like, "When is the next season of Alone?" Because I saw that commercial, and I
Yes.
was like, "But I want to watch Alone. Where's
Yeah.
Alone?" You know?
See, I got excited because Alone came on to Netflix, but it was Alone Australia. I was like, is there another episode?
Garbage.
That's
But
the
wasn't
worst
one
one.
enough?
Those
I mean, it
Australians
was
don't
that-
know what they're doing out
But
there
it
in the
was
bush.
that one, and I was like, oh man, it's
Yeah.
not anything new. That was
You
the
would-
worst Alone.
You would think there'd be
Yep.
lots of snakes and spiders. It was just people sitting around not knowing what to do for 20 episodes. What do we do?
Crikey,
Yeah,
maybe I should.
They were worried about
fish.
getting hit by falling branches the whole time.
All of their filters were just a tarp hung up over their heads. That's all they did.
The weather was like nice.
couldn't fish. All right,
Uh,
let's
yeah, let's move on to lightning round. This round, we're going to bring our 12th story of the year.
Yep.
We're all
Story
going to
number
vote
12.
on a headline, and we're going to vote on the one we'd like to hear. Ben gets to bring the headline first.
Yeah, I bring a story out of actually Cuba. I said Cuba earlier, but this one's out of Cuba,
Cuban.
and I don't think there's an animal I would less like to be devoured by.
Ooh, Adam, what is a bad animal to devour you?
Um,
me,
Something dull
really.
and painful.
leeches. I don't know. An animal? Freaking
Gets rats slowly.
yeah. it could
Nibbling at
be-
you. A gerbil.
Something slow, painful. Okay. My story has to do with a lady who was celebrating with helium.
Okay, I'll vote
Where'd
for
she put
if
it?
you-
It's not a Josiah story.
Oh, okay.
I'll vote for you if you tell me that she did a whole bunch of blues and tied him to a chair and then lifted off into the air. Is that what happened?
That I would have brought that right off the bat if that were.
That would've been
So you're
Number-
saying it's
number
not
one,
that
right?
good. It's not that good then. Okay.
Okay, I have one of Adam's favorites. He loves bets. This is a lost bet.
I do
He
like
loves those
bets and dares. Tell me this: what was involved? What money? What was it? Anything?
I'll tell you, 29,000 dong.
What's that?
Is this another
$1.50? I
office?
don't know.
You know what the dong is? 29,000 dong.
Looking it up.
It's a Thailand. I believe it's a Thailand. It's a Thai like the Thai
It is.
dollar.
Wouldn't it be great?
I
if
was
the
almost
Tide
right,
bets-
man. It's $1.14.
Adam said with bets.
I
And
told you
tea.
$1.58.
Yeah, he loves the bets.
I want to
Yeah,
know
but-
how they died for $1.14. Let's do that.
Are you sure, Adam? It involves teeth.
Bets and teeth. What do you mean teeth?
Ooh, I hope you're not drilling.
He hates
teeth.
any stories with teeth.
Yeah,
It doesn't involve teeth. No,
Okay,
this
good.
is good.
No, all right.
Are we voting for this?
$1.14. If someone dies for $1.14,
Yeah, I want to know all
it.
about those dongs. Where'd they go?
Okay, so receiving a challenge, classic challenge. This man, the challenge was for 29,000 dong. And Adam, you say how much is it in American dollar?
$1.14.
That can't be true.
That's true. I said $1.50, so $1.14. Look it up.
$1.14. Look at all the
Vietnamese
people that
dong.
look at all the people that gathered near the scene of this incident.
Well,
And all they could come up with is $1 or something.
they all
That looks
pitched
like-
in about 10,000 dong, and it came
It
up
looks
to
like about
$1.14.
27,000 dong right there.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, let me read the headline to you. Receiving the challenge of swimming through a pond, 29,000 dong, the drowning
What?
man died.
This is
Okay,
a
what's
pond
in
of
this
sewage.
pond?
What is this?
Piranhas?
The victim is believed to have been drinking with four friends, drinking beers with four of his friends near a pond. Friends challenged him to swim across the pond with a bet of 29,000 dong, and he agreed.
Let me guess, he didn't know how to swim.
He drowned. Yes, he drowned, and the four men
Hmm.
fled the scene immediately.
What? How wide was this pond? Oh, it does say right there. He drowned after swimming about 40 feet.
That's not very far.
No, he
40
only swam
feet?
40 feet.
Yeah, my driveway's like 40 feet.
That's like a pool, right?
It's like,
Mhm.
yeah, that's like a pool. Yeah, a little more than a pool. A little more
Yeah, a
than
little
a pool.
more than a pool. Olympic-sized pool.
But how
Uh,
wide was the thing he had to swing him across?
It doesn't say how wide the entire thing
And
was.
how bored do you have to be to pay someone to watch them swim
What
across
a dumb
a pond?
conversation. He's like, I could swim across that pond. Want to bet?
He jumped to the pond and tried to swim.
The four fled the scene after seeing him drowning instead of helping him. Maybe because they couldn't swim either. Is my guess.
Well, let's get out of here.
Maybe he knew he was drunk enough to die, and that's what they wanted to see.
According to what the witnesses told us, the man said that he could swim through the pond as if the delivery of the bet or whatever. He jumped into the pond and he tried to swim through, and he died. My guess is 40 feet. That dude he couldn't even swim to begin with. He could probably dog paddle for a little bit. But how
Oh, yeah.
bad a shape do you have to be to only be able to swim 40 feet?
And yeah, you just stretch out. You're like 7 feet of that.
How many people in that picture have their hands behind their back?
Yeah, they're all betting. That's how they bet.
That's just how
Two, three,
they're
four,
very
five,
polite
six.
people. They're very polite.
I'm more
people.
worried about the dong. Like it's 25,000 for $1. Is this like cryptocurrency? I can go buy $1 and get 25,000.
That's not a bad idea. Can we invest in dong?
Unicorn fart dust over here.
It's just
It's funny.
it's so much. Their inflation's through the roof. I mean, can you get one dong? Is that like 1/1 millionth of a
I think
penny?
you can get a couple dogs if you wanted to. Can we move on from this? This is ridiculous.
Recap.
Quick recap. All right, see if I can remember the order of these stories. The first one, I believe, was the Utah man.
Your story, Joe. You finally got to go first.
Oh, I went first today? That's right. Okay, this is the Eagles guy, the Eagles fan who climbed up a pole and fell to his death.
EGALS.
I think you missed an A in
Fly,
there.
Eagles fly. If he was a real fan, he'd have floated down.
Oh,
And he would've said,
there was a video of the mayor of Philadelphia trying to
yes,
spell Eagles.
that's why I was saying that because she spelled it horribly,
horribly.
and she was like chanting over the speaker.
lady.
E-R.
Poor lady. Let's see. And the next story was a Utah man trying to dodge bullets. Like the
I
Matrix.
was rooting for him.
He did 5
How
out
do
of
you beat
6.
that?
I mean, it's
But
honorable.
okay. Our third story was the man who was climbing rocks 30 feet above some doing death-defying stunts in flip-flops. We've had a flip-flop death before in Running of the Bulls, I believe.
No, was it
we
a
had
train?
we had a train one too, flip flop. He
Mm.
climbed up to get one or something. I can't remember.
He also
Didn't the
slipped.
monkey take the flip flop and he had to go chase it?
Oh yeah.
Something like that. Anyways,
We also, Darwin Award nominee number 12 was the man who lost his life in a bet trying to swim across a pond for
$1.15.
just working for that dong. All right, guys, what's the vote going to be here? What are you guys voting for? What are you feeling?
Dollar General Matrix.
The Dollar General Matrix.
The Kerns. Yes, that's pretty dumb.
What's the dumbest? Dodging bullets has got to be the dumbest. Right?
Yeah, you're just high in your garage with your buddy shooting
Their decisions are
guns
so
that you thought weren't
strange.
loaded.
It's like
It's fantastic.
they're talking about this in the house, and they're like, "Let's go to the garage. It'll be quieter out there. Let's go practice."
I bet they were just getting
practicing
there
dodging
arguing too
bullets.
loud.
That's
I bet they were
literally
arguing too loud, and their mom was like, "Quiet." Okay,
at
we'll
4
go to the
a.m.
garage.
Yeah, like, yeah.
24-year-old, their mom's yelling at them.
All I know is they did it 5 times. What did they do 5 times? Practice.
How
My
many
guess
times
is
were they going to do it?
Well, I guess it's a revolver. They put one bullet in, and the last one was the one that had the bullet in it. Last one in the chamber. That's my guess. Because the first 5 was just blank. You didn't actually dodge anything. It didn't go off. And the 6th one, that's the one that went off. That's my guess.
I bet
What
you
do you
they're
guys
high.
think
They're
here?
like, dude, you just dodged that. Did you see that?
You were in
Does-
slow motion, dude.
Do the drugs make it any less of a Darwin Award?
No. It's even better
Does
when
alcohol,
stoners
like
do something.
50% of ours involves some type of
Yeah, your pond drowning he was drunk.
Okay, you're definitely right about that.
So was
Eagles fan is
so was
probably-
your Eagles fan.
Yeah, probably all these guys were drunk.
Mhm.
All right, well, I think that's our winner because I'm going to vote for that one too.
Agreed.
Congratulations to the bullet dodger of Utah. Jeez. Our
First,
own
good.
state.
our
a
first
good one.
Kearns nomination. We could go out to the graveside from here. You know.
They don't have barrel sights out
How
there. They
far is Kearns from here?
Yeah, can you
dump
let's look
into
at the
the
map because
landfill.
I think I drive through there kind of. I can
I
go
don't
to
think
that-
you
that
do. I
way.
think it's like West Valley. Yeah, it is Taylorsville, West Valley.
Okay, well we can get up there, right? We
I'm
can go
headed
out
up that direction tomorrow. I could see if I can swing.
You
by.
have the
guys
name of the guy?
okay.
Home first and last?
First of all,
we
he
put a little
died.
Darwin
like,
Awards
a few
flag
days-
right
I
on
don't know
his-
if his grave is even
It's
there
not
yet.
ready.
Maybe he's cremated.
Takes
Well,
a-
obviously we're not going to go tomorrow, but in a few days we could stop in there and put a little Darwin Award thing on there. A little QR code on the, like put a little QR code right on the headstone.
No,
Just like
his family will know where we live.
Speaking of the QR code, has anybody scanned your door at your school yet, Joe?
No, no one's done that. No one's done
Or that you know of?
Ben, you know what he's talking about?
Yeah.
The QR code that takes it. Yeah. No, nobody scanned that. Nobody cares about that.
Nobody cares about Wi-Fi.
Yeah. But soon there will be no students to go there, Soon I don't know what I'm going to do with the QR code. I'll have to put it somewhere else. Because summertime, and there aren't any students in the summertime.
Yes, that is logical, Joe.
Mm.
And even on
Mm.
Saturdays and Sundays. Well,
Okay.
move on to
I
the
have a-
after party.
I have a great story to tease for the after party.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hear it.
Boy swallows toy magnets, becomes X-Men's Magneto in freak accident.
Oh, that's amazing. That's what
Yeah, right.
all kids' dreams are.
What do they could put a paperclip to his tummy and it like
This is the New York Post.
okay, so it's exaggerated. He's not Magneto.
Okay.
Magneto. I don't even think most people know who Magneto is.
Yeah, they do.
Hmm.
No.
Do you remember that? Like I keep seeing this all over the news, but do you remember that? Like Dennis the Menace, that flower, that dude, the corpse flower. That
Yeah,
guy
I want to buy
grows?
one. I want to get one.
They take forever to bloom.
Oh
or
yeah,
is it-
Mr. Wilson had that.
I don't think it
yeah.
was a corpse flower, but it was something like that. Why is this? You guys get this every time I search anything, it comes up. Oh, it's blooming
That's
right now.
because it
Everyone's
happened-
coming to smell the death flower.
No, there's one that happened recently, and they
Oh, is
caught
that
it on
why?
video. Yes, that's why it's going around.
I want to catch it.
It's not. It hasn't been called death flower. It's
Joe, you're
called-
you're the type of person that would go and watch for a shooting star that comes by once every 20 years.
Those are cool, and it's not a shooting star; it's a meteor.
Nah, I don't
comet.
care about that. That's a waste of my life.
Okay, what's the difference between a comet and a meteor?
Same thing.
Yeah,
I think a comet keeps coming, like Haley's comet,
I
like
think
the thing.
meteors
meteor.
enter
Sure.
the atmosphere.
It might
The
be right.
atmosphere?
Yes, the atmosphere. Atmosphere.
I'm gonna start calling it that. Like the range around my body. Like, hey, you're invading my atmosphere here. You're getting too close. Back off my personal space bubble.
Oh, good.